Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I just got home from work and little did I know this thing actually showed up on my doorstep today. Sorry if I'm feeling on my necklace, but anyways, the reason why there hasn't been a great deal of video in several months is because, one, I have been very busy these past couple months lately. I pretty much haven't had time to make a video, let alone upload one. That's probably why you saw these two 55-minute long videos or hour-long videos of me on my trip to Augusta, Georgia, and me on my trip to Guitar Center to buy my first Gibson Les Paul. So yeah, plus YouTube hasn't been as fun as I hoped it would be. I mean, I still love it. I still love YouTube, don't get me wrong. I've just felt burnt out at the time. So I hope that fuel for the fire will not go away. That's just something I have to explain, so yeah. Anyways, let's get this model unboxed. I was really excited to get this one, and I've waited, I think, close to 2 weeks for it to get here, so yeah, let's do this. So I'm going to be filming the unboxing close-up on my bed, because why not? And this is a model that I've actually wanted for years, except this isn't a recent release. It was just something that was released last year by Hornby. And for those of you for those of you who are about to comment, yes, I am definitely aware of Hornby's downfall recently. I don't even know if I can even call it a downfall yet, but I have noticed they have risen in price, and I have noticed their quality of the locomotives isn't so top-notch, let's say. So yeah, this one was a release, well, this one was a model that was released last year, so a bit recent, but in a way not too recent, and it looks like it's in another box, which is good. R3830, that is the product code, and I can open on this end, good. Oh wow, it is in plastic wrap. And there it is. You don't see that every day. That is completely new. I've never had a model from Hornby that is in plastic wrapping. Well, I think the reason is they, when I bought the model, they messaged me and they said they're shipping it from the UK and shipping it to America, to me. I hope that makes somewhat sense. Yeah, I've never had that before, ever. Let me get this on the table, and we will look at this up close. I'm really excited to show this one. I have my Boston and Albany Hudson on this line, if you can see it, and I'll have the coaches on the outer line. So, yeah, I can't get over that. That's really cool, in my opinion. So, let me get this. There we go. Yeah, that is really cool. I loved how it's in the plastic wrapping, and the package is in super good condition. Yeah, I like it. Alright, now let's slide it out. Ooh, it's really tight. Is it taped, both ends? No, it's not taped. That's good. Anyways, see if you can read it. There you go, you can read the product code R3830, early BR Thompson class A2/2 462, Cock of the North number 60501. Yes, I know you guys are probably laughing behind your monitor screens on the name, but I can see why you guys laugh at it, and I decided to move to the bed this time, because I don't know. Alright. I actually do have a model of this, except it's the unrebuilt version. This is the rebuilt version that I have. I will explain that in a minute, and there it is. It already looks really good. Alright, now getting it out is a piece of cake. And here is the instructions manual for the A22 or the A23. There is a difference between those engines, brake rigging, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, basically the usual stuff. Whoops. And the model is DCC ready, which is awesome. Alright. Put the knife away so I don't hurt myself. Okay. So slide it out. That is really cool. Alright, here's the detail bag. You don't get much, you just get like, if you can see it, brake rigging, some steps, cylinder drain cocks, that sort of stuff. So, I'm not going to add that to this thing. Alright. Let's see. Ooh, wow. There it is. The Hornby A2/2 Pacific. Sorry if I'm not getting it in shot very well, but yeah, there it is. That just looks freaking awesome, dude. Let me get in focus for you. There you go, you can just about see it there. Man, this thing looks freaking awesome. And it's my first Hornby engine with the early crest. That's the early crest right there. That is so cool. Already I am loving this, and I'm so happy with how it's packaged. Just so cool. Alright, now let me put it on the table. Yeah, I'll show you guys in a minute as to why I bought this. I'll put it on the outside line for now, then I'll move it to the inside line. You can't see it in shot too well, but there it is. And it's out of focus, but hang on, I'll get the camera off the tripod, and there you have it. This is the Edward Thompson rebuild of the A2/2 Pacific, or used to be a 282, now it's a 462. And I would assume this is where everybody would boo, because he was a pretty hateful guy. I wouldn't say hateful, but yeah. Ooh, that's a different coal load in the tender. Huh. That's pretty different. It's unusual than how I would see them. Yeah, this thing's got sprung buffers. Nice, I like that. Alright, let me get another engine out and I will show you what I mean by a rebuilt version. Alright, I'm back. Now, what I mean by that rebuilt thing, well, here's the engine you see now. And the engine that's coming on screen now is the original design. Let me bring it closer. Yes, this model you see right here. If you've been following my channel for my first year on YouTube, I would unbox this. And if I can find it, I'll put up a link right there, so that way you can see it. But yeah, that is the original design that this engine once had, and apparently this was designed by Sir Nigel Gresley. It's a really beautiful creation if you ask me. This is the P2 class, and basically the history behind that is that this engine was built in Doncaster in 1934. 6 of these were built in total. They were pretty successful engines. They pulled really heavy passenger trains up in Scotland. There you go, it's now much better in focus so you can see the nameplate to prove it. And this one was built in 1934. This was the first member of the class, Cock of the North. Pretty famous. Not for dirty reasons, if you guys would be mature enough. Haha, I get it. However, 1941 comes in. Sir Nigel Gresley passed away in office, and I've read that he disliked the design of the P2 so much. I don't know what he was gonna do with it. I wouldn't say that, but anyways, when Edward Thompson took over the desk, this turned into this. So yeah, a really awesome creation turned into an unattractive looking Pacific, if you would call that. So yeah, that this engine pretty much had a sad history, and it's not just it's not just Cock of the North, is what I'm trying to say. It was done by all 6 engines. All 6 members of the class were rebuilt into this, and towards the 1960s, all of them were scrapped. Not one was saved, which is pretty sad. But I did hear that one is being rebuilt. That is the Prince of Wales number 2007. I don't know when it'll be complete, but I look forward to seeing it on the rails on YouTube. So yeah, very exciting moment right there. So yeah, that is the sad history of this engine revealed. It's really is sad to hear about that. And not to mention, the tractive effort that these guys once had lost it once they changed into those engines. I don't know how many coaches they could pull, but I did hear that the P2s, the original design, could haul a massive amount. I did hear they could haul like 20 coaches. They could probably haul even more in real life. I'm not really sure, but I don't know the real tractive effort on these things. But I did hear the model can haul like 10 coaches, but that's the only thing I know. Now, let's see if this works. Yes, it does. It works. It's really smooth. Yeah, it's very, very smooth. That is awesome. Super smooth, silky smooth. That is impressive. It can crawl. Brand new out of the box. Let me get it in shot. Look at that. Brand new, straight out of the box, it can crawl. Can I turn the brightness up? No, that's lower. I guess as far as it would go. But yeah. Look at that. I don't even know if you can tell if the wheels are turning. But it can crawl. This thing can crawl. That is awesome. Yeah, let's run this thing around for a minute. Not too fast. It is a decent performer already. This thing is great. Yeah, I'm actually really glad I bought this. And I've been wanting one too for a really long time. Like, the story goes, I did hear that another manufacturer did make this engine, except it was a kit build version. It was a DJH kit build, I think. And I did plan on buying that one, but I wasn't really experienced on kit building engines. I'm still not to this day, but yeah. And when Hornby was announcing that they're releasing this model, I had to buy one eventually. I don't know when, because I did hear in another review that the paint job wasn't quite good enough. This one is. This one is just spot on. And it's performing really decently. And I'm really happy I have one. I'm so happy to finally have one. Some guy in Texas was selling it, and I snatched it. Paid a pretty penny for it, but it's probably what it's going for on the Hornby website. This thing's super quiet too. Literally. The camera might pick up something pretty harsh, like the wheels on the tracks. That's literally all I can hear. I can barely even hear that, to be honest. This thing is literally a silent runner. Like, no joke, this thing is absolutely quiet. So I let this run around for a bit, and I really hope you enjoy the show once I get back. Alright, I'll talk to you guys soon. Alright, and I am back, and it's been, I'd say, a couple hours later. I had to do something real quick. I had to eat and all that sort of stuff. But I did break this thing in for 30 minutes in each direction, which is the recommended thing to do for Hornby locomotives. It says so in the instruction manual, so I thought I'd do it. So I now have this train hooked up, or I now have this engine hooked up to some coaches. I don't know what a good name of these coaches. I have a feeling it's called the Royal Train or something like that. I think it's something what the Queen rides in, but I know one of y'all will definitely correct me on that. But yeah, that is what this engine will be holding. I don't have the appropriate coaches for the era that this engine is in. I might have it, but they're the Pullman cars, and not sure if that is the appropriate era. It kind of is, but I'm not sure if that is the appropriate train that this engine would have pulled back in its day. Anyways, let's take it off. You'll see the coaches as this thing runs by. Runs really smooth, really quiet too. There you go. I think this is something about the LMS, but oh well. Yeah, this thing is definitely a keeper. It's a really good runner. And I have it running on the outside line because I had it breaking in on the inside line. Thought I'd do something different. So there we go. That is the rebuilt Thompson P2. I mean A2/2. Sorry, the rebuilt. If I can even make any sense, the A2/2 Pacific. Alright, whatever you call it. It's an awesome engine. It really is. I really do love this thing a lot, and I'm really happy I finally have one. I've been wanting one for years. I bought the P2 back in January 2018, and it's 2022, so 4 years later, this thing is now in my hands. Man, I can't believe it. And the DGH model, I was kind of planning to buy, but since I had a little experience with kit building, I decided to brush that off the side, or maybe just mark it off the list in general. But yeah, I'm really glad Hornby bit the bullet and actually made one, and I'm really happy that this one's in much better quality unlike their recent stuff recently. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'm really happy to have this model. Alright, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Well guys, it's now a few hours later. It is 9:35-ish in the evening. Yep, 9:35. And I just got done filming this thing a few hours ago. And I was watching a review on this thing on YouTube, because why not? And he mentioned how heavy it was, and I decided to give it a try until I noticed the body is coming off. And I thought to myself, okay, what's going on here? So I decided to investigate. Sure enough, I don't know if I can get a good shot at this from the front truck. Sorry about the poor camera work, but the screw is missing. So I was in a very panicked state as I saw that, and I was like, where's the screw? Well, I did find it. It's right here in my fingers, this blurry thing. And it was sitting in one of the frames, or maybe not in the frame, but it was sitting in a little spot on the pony truck. So, I don't know if that explains something about the quality or not, but Hornby, check your qualities if you really want good customer service. Don't just rip people off and think they won't say a thing. By God, we will say a thing. We will say more than one thing, actually, about you guys. So, check the quality on your models and make sure they go secure safely. I almost screwed this screw back on now. As much as I love this thing, that's really got me worried. Yeah, check your models, folks. Right, I just put the screw back in, and now if I lift it up by the base plate or the running plate, as you can see, it's not coming off, which is a good sign. Yeah, guys, check your models from Hornby if you have one. Especially with today's releases, with how poor their quality locomotives are. But I promise you to God, that was not me. I did not undo that screw on purpose. I would not even do that to one of my engines and try to, destroy them on purpose. These are really expensive, and I'm pretty sure one of you should know that. I paid a lot for this thing. I really did. And with it doing that, with the screw undoing itself like that, nah, that ain't necessary. I ain't sending this back. I've always wanted an engine like this. I'm not sending it back. I just screwed it in and made sure it's tight, but not too tight. So hopefully it shouldn't work itself free the next time it's running. So, yeah, if you made it this far, well done. Just thought I'd let you guys know that. Alright, bye guys.